Yeah, hi all. Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about uh, what is mainframes and what are the concepts we need to learn. What are the things? Okay, let me start with that. Anyway, I'm going to skip that introduction part. Anyway, yesterday we have completed, and so here, first of all, what is mainframes? Okay, mainframes is the one of the technology. So it came into the picture in 1960s, but still we are using into uh, our industry, like banking or insurance or retail or healthcare domains. So mainly it is like mainframe is a central data repository. Okay, the central data repository. What is central data repository? Okay, I'll show you the picture, and it is an IBM product. Okay, it is developed by IBM, and mainly it works on ZOS and Linux operating system. Okay, so now how the Windows operating system is there, the same way we have ZOS operating system is there. Mainly, it is going to use to process bulk data. It's like large amount of data. It's like so there are a lot of files. The files we have millions of records, okay? Millions and billions of records. Okay? So that case, we are going to use mainframes to process very easily. And performance wise, it is very high, and it is not a open source. That is the reason mainframes they are using in most of the MNCs. Okay, it's not like in startup companies, because we need to purchase a license and we need to work on that. And another thing is, you can work from anywhere if you know the username and password. Like all the systems are going to connect with the server like this. Okay, if you see this one, so this is a central repository over here, and there are multiple computers. Okay, there are multiple computers connecting with this server. Okay, you can assume like, okay, this is a server and these are the clients. Okay, these are mainframe server and these are our users. You can connect from anywhere with this server. Okay, then it will provide high security. So security is very important, right? So that is the reason mainly all the organizations they are going to use mainframes. The customers need it for security. So it's like no hacking. The hacking is not possible. So if it take some banks or something, so we need to provide security because that is money matters. Okay, everything is money matters. And another thing is, so what are the domains? In a domains like it's in a banking and insurance and the retail. Okay, there are healthcare domains. In all the domains, we are using in a mainframes. Okay, this is about the mainframes and the mainframe server. The mainframe server looks like this one. Okay, maybe this server is going to place in some other location, so it's not visible. It will be set in a Hyderabad or Bangalore, whatever it is, in a Mumbai. Okay, this is a mainframe server, and it's a data central repository or hub. Okay, and all the computers are going to connect with this mainframe server. Okay, in this server we are storing all the data, and it's not a free source, and you can access the data from, you can connect with any computer and you can access it. This server is mainly going to use to process large amount of data, and the performance is very high. That is the reason still we are using in a industry. Okay, this is about overall mainframes. And coming to the session and what are the concepts and what are the technologies will come. Okay, if you see here, so here mainly in the mainframes, Cobol, JCL, and DB2. Okay, these are the main concepts. Like, okay, these three concepts. Here, Cobol. Okay, this is one of the language. So this is a computer language, and here, if you want to execute uh, Cobol program, we need to use JCL. Like DB2 is a database system, like we have already seen in our day-to-day cases like Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server. The same way is a DB2. It is also IBM product. Okay. Here we are going to learn one database. Okay. Here, if you know some basic SQL, then this will be very easy. Like CRUD operations, like select, insert, update, or delete. Okay. These are the operations we are going to see here. And let's start with Cobol. Okay. So what is Cobol stands for? Cobol stands for Common Business Oriented Language, and it came in the 1960s, and it is a structure-based language. It will follow the structure. It will follow the structure, and we are going to use mainly we are going to use it for to develop business applications. Okay. Business application, not to develop any enterprise apps. Okay. Enterprise apps in the sense like WhatsApp, Facebook, or mobile apps. Okay. We are not going to use it for this language. It's like mainly for business purpose we are going to use. So that's why the name itself, it is the Common Business Oriented Language. It's a structure based. It will follow the same structure. Okay, there is no updates at all. So once you learn how to code or what is it, okay, there is no change at all. Okay. We'll see the basic program structure. This is the program structure. So first divisions are there. First divisions will be there. Inside the divisions, sections will be there. Inside the sections, paragraphs will be there. Inside the paragraph, statements is there. Statements under sentences is there. This is how program looks like. Okay. So these are the structure of the program. So first divisions will come, then sections, paragraphs, statements, and sentences. Okay. We'll talk about divisions. So there are 4 divisions. Okay. In future also there is no change. Okay. These are all constant. Okay. There are 4 divisions. One is identification division. Second one is environment division. Third one is data division and procedure division. So whenever you are going to write a program, we need to declare these 4 divisions in our program. So here the mandatory division is identification division with the program ID is a mandate, because without program we are not able to run. Okay. In identification division we will write our program name. Okay, this is a mandatory. So these rest all are optional. Okay, but so later on I will tell you okay where to use the environment division and where to use data division and where to use procedure division. First, okay, you can remember these 4 divisions: identification division, environment division, data division, procedure division. Okay, we have 4 divisions in our Cobol program. Okay, the next thing, before entering into the programming part. Okay. So what are the prerequisites it is required? Okay, it is required your dedication. So whether it is in BCom background or you are in a BTech or MBA, whatever it is, that is fine. So no need to know all the steps. If you know basic maths, okay, basic mathematics or little bit analytical skills, okay, analytical skills. we can able to learn this mainframes. Okay, this is one of the tools. Here you can learn easily. So if you know, so here there are some concepts will come. Okay, I'll share the concepts also. If you know Cobol, then JCL also very easy. JCL we are going to use it for to execute our Cobol program, and DB2 it's like one of the database. Here we are going to perform SQL operations. Okay. The next thing is if you want to survive in IT, okay, there is a three language concept. Okay, you have to know at least any one of the programming language. Okay. So that's why we have choose Cobol here. Okay. And another thing is business language. This is very, very important. So if you want to communicate in our industry, so this is very important. Then regional. So there are some people in the regional. So you need to communicate with our regional language. So that's why you need to know regional. But these two are very important. The first two. I hope everyone know business language. Okay. So you are able to read and write. And this is clear. So then the first thing we need to learn. Okay, this is what we are going to concentrate. Okay, let's start with a programming. Okay, you may get a doubt. Like, okay, if you go for an industry, otherwise, okay, if you joined in any of the company, then we need to write it from a scratch. Okay, no. Most of the applications it's already built. Okay, 90% it's already built. So sometimes you may get a new requirement. That time you need to copy paste the code. And sometimes you need to analyze the code. Okay, so suppose your name is there. Your name will be in a 25 bytes. Okay, I will take Dilip. So while declaring the variable, we have declared only tick x of 5 bytes, but you are going to store 20 bytes. So that time the data will get truncated. Okay. That kind of logics we need to see. So where the data is going to truncate and how the process is going. Okay. This is about the basic theory, and going forward there is no theory classes. Okay, everything it is in a practical mode only, and it will be 30 to 40 classes. I'm going to take 30 to 40 classes, and most of the classes, half of the classes it is in online, and half of the classes it will be in offline, so that you can able to see the real time work also. And okay, let's start with a program how to code. So if you want to start coding, so you can go to Google and type Cobol online compiler. Just click on that. There are so many online tools, but here I am going to use this one, jtutorial.com. This is the second one. Just click on this jtutorial.com. Okay. So this is how Cobol code looks like. I told you, right? Division. See, identification division is there, data division is there, and procedure division is there. Whatever it is unnecessary, you can remove it. Okay, I don't want this line. Okay. Just keep that one. And I don't want these lines too. Okay. Just understand what is there here. See, I told you, right? Common business oriented language, and it's like an English language. Okay. So if you know basic English, how to read and write, then it is very easy to understand. Identification division. What is identification division? So you want to identify your program name. So that's why we are going to write identification division over here. identification division, program ID. You can write any name here. So I'm going to keep it as sample or a demo. So DEMO-1 and data division. Here, if you want to declare any variables, we are going to use data division. Next, procedure division. So all the logics we are going to implement in a procedure division. Next, stop run. So what it will do? So stop run is the command. Like here, stop run is a keyword. It will stop your program. Okay, it's like execution. So it will stop your execution of the program. Okay. So I want to print something. Type display. So display is a keyword. Display. We have come to batch 4. Okay. But in real time at all, we need a JCL to execute this one. But here it is in an online compiler. So just we are going to write everything in online and we are going to execute. So there is an execute button. Just click on this execute button. See, welcome to batch 4. So it is printed in a console. So how it got printed? So there is a keyword display. Okay, display is a keyword. So it will take care to print everything. So whatever you want, you can print it. Okay. I go to print. I believe it will print this. See here. So that is the reason we are going to use display. So display is the keyword. If you want to print something in a console, you'll use display keyword. Okay. So this is a sample program. This is a sample first program. Okay. So just understand divisions. So there is no change. So it will follow structure. If you want to implement anything, you have to go to procedure division. Inside the procedure division only, you have to write everything. Okay, fine. We have already talked about the program structure, right? Like divisions under sections. After that, paragraphs and statements and sentences. Okay. So here I am going to write one paragraph. I'm going to write 100 para. So you can keep it as paragraph names also, anything. Okay. I want to print display 100 para. So it will start with a dot and end with a dot. Okay. Now I want to call this paragraph. So there is a keyword perform 100 para. Display end of the program. Okay. So when I execute this one, so automatically the cursor, the control will come to procedure division. Okay. What is there in the next line? Next line, display, welcome to batch 1. It will print. Then after that, what is there? Perform. Perform 100 para. So that means, so perform here in the sense, so just you can perform. I mean, you can process the 100 para. Okay. It will go to 100 para. Okay. It won't execute a 8th line. Okay. It will go to 100 para. It's like a calling the 100 paragraph. Okay. So it will come to 10th line, 100 para here. So what is there inside 100 para? Okay, it will execute first. Okay. Then again it will come back to 7th line. Then it will execute 8th line. Display end of the program. So this is how it will work here. Okay. It will execute line by line. I told you, right? It will follow structure based language. Okay. The same structure we are following, like divisions, intersections, and paragraphs. And while executing also, it will execute line by line. First this one, second this one, third this one. It is a top to bottom approach. Okay, let's execute. See, if you see this output, okay. If you see this output, first, welcome to batch 4 is printed. It's like 6th line is executed. Then perform 100 para. So there is one display in 100 para. Okay, I'm going to keep one more display here. Addition logic. Okay. Just execute this one. See, first it got printed welcome to batch 4. Then it came to 100 paragraph display, 100 para display addition logic. Then again it will go back to 7th line and display end of the program, because here we are calling a paragraph. So why we are going for a paragraph? Okay, that I'll tell you later. Because if we are going to write, instead of going to write everything in procedure division to without in between stop run, we are going to keep everything in a paragraph. Suppose if you read a book, okay, if you read a book, so there will be some paragraphs. Why we go with the paragraph? So to read, okay, to read the book very easily, okay. And also there is one more thing, so it can easily remember, okay, which paragraph we are. So that is the reason we'll go with the paragraphs while reading a book also. Even if you see in a book, there will be some paragraphs. The same way here also we are using paragraphs. So one paragraph for one logic. I want to keep another logic. Okay, I will go with the 200 para, 300 para. Something will be like that. Okay. So it's like very dead easy. So if you know basics, so that's why I'm telling. So just concentrate how many divisions are there and how the code looks like. Okay, everything we are going to write it in a procedure division. Okay, good. Here, this is a skeleton. This is the structure of the code. But here I want to implement addition of two numbers. Okay. I want to keep addition of two numbers. Suppose I want to perform 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5. Okay, I know. Now the value is very small. Okay, 5 plus 5 equal to 10. But the same logic, if I want to implement in a program, what are the things it is required? Okay, I need to create one variable for 5, and again I need to create one variable for another 5, and I want to store x plus y equal to z. Okay, this is the formula. It's like in a basic maths one. So x plus y equal to z. So what is x here? 5. Y equal to 5. Z equal to 10. Okay. X and y we need to define. Okay. We need to perform addition operation. This addition will come and sit into z variable. Okay. How this one we are going to implement in a program, we will see. So first we need to declare a variable. Okay. First I'll write the logic. So what is there here? X, right? So there is a keyword compute. If you want to calculate any operations, there is a keyword compute. Z equal to x plus y. You may get it out. Why we are going to write z equal to x plus y. In a computer language, you will perform all the operations in a right hand side. Okay, right hand side, and all the right hand side values will come and sit into a left side variable. Okay. This is how it looks like. But in our normal max and all, it will be x plus y equal to z. but in a computers, okay, this will be different. If you take any programming, okay, z equal to x plus y. So both are same only, but equal to will come in a left side. Compute z equal to x plus y. So what it will do? So z equal to x plus y. X plus y, what is there? 5 plus 5, 10. So 10 will come and sit into z variable. No, fine. Now I want to display what is there in a z. Okay. Sum of two numbers. So I told you, right? If you want to something to display in a console, you can keep it in a double quotes. Okay. After double quotes, just give z. Let's try to execute. You will get some errors. Okay. What are those errors? You can see z is not defined. X cannot be used here. Y cannot be used here. Okay. Good. Z is not defined here. In the sense, we didn't declare any variable for z. Okay. So what we can do? 0, 1 space z. So this is your variable z. Pick 9 of 3 here. The same way 0, 1 x. Okay. Let's try to execute. So what is the error? See, now one error is gone because we have declared the z variable. So x cannot be used here. Okay. Now what you can do? 0, 1 x pick 9 of 3 and 0, 1 y pick 9 of 3. See, first you need to declare the variables. How many variables it is required to perform addition operations? There is 3 variables it is required. Okay, that we are going to declare always in a data division under working expression. Just execute. See, if you see this one, sum of two numbers 0, 0, 0. Okay, just observe here. So why sum of two numbers is 0, 0, 0? Because I'm not passing any value to x and y. So the what computer can understand like, okay, x is there 0, y is there 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0, 1. So that's why here I can see sum of two numbers equal to 0. Okay, before going to do that one, I'm going to pause. Move is the keyword to move the values to the variable. Move to x. Move 6 to y. Okay, before going to execute, let's try to understand what will happen. So procedure division, welcome to batch for will print, perform 100 para. So then directly it will come to 100 para. So what is there in 100 para? First line, 100 para, we are going to print, then display addition logic, move 5 to x. We are going to move 5 to x variable, and we are going to move 6 to y variable, and we are going to perform addition operation over here, z equal to x plus y. So after performing addition operation, we need to print sum of two numbers equal to z. Okay. So whatever you write in a double quotes, the same thing it will go on print in a console. After the double quotes, you need to give the variable name. What is there in a z? So automatically it will calculate. See, now sum of two numbers equal to 11. Sum of two numbers equal to 11. Okay. If you want to declare any variable, in a data division under working story section, we are going to declare. So this is a, so 01 is a level number and Z is a variable here. So pick 9 of 3. So picture class, we'll call it as picture class. Okay. This is syntax if you want to declare variables. Pick is the class. 9. 9 means numeric. Okay. If you want to store characters, so if you want to store any characters, we'll use a over there. And if you want to use varchar, what is varchar? So varchar in the sense alphabets as well as numbers. Alphabets as well as and numbers. So this is how we can declare the variables. Okay, I want to declare a variable 01 name. Okay, 01 name pick a of 10. Okay, I'm going to move double quotes mainframes to name. So if you want to store characters, we need to declare the data type as A. I'm going to write it. The same way I'm going to display what is there in a name. See, mainframes is printed. Okay, suppose while pausing, I'm going to give mainframes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time it won't take because we have declared as a character type. But here it contains numbers too. See, it is taking only mainframes. Normally it will take alphabets only. Okay. Taking numbers also. Okay, we are going to keep everything in. So now this case will execute. The same way, if you want to store characters as well as numbers, we are going to use X. And frames, some special characters, some numbers. So here we have mainly 3 types of data types. One is for numeric for 9, alphabets A, alphanumeric X. So mostly we are going to use numeric or alphanumeric. So in rare cases we'll go with alphabets because in alphanumeric itself we can store alphabets, right? So that is the reason we'll go with the alphanumeric. So if you want to store only numbers, we'll go with the numbers. This is a sample program, so which we have created today. So any doubt here?